Look across the Danube from the Pest side of the river, and Castle Hill commands the horizon. This massive palace complex appears as an ancient, untouched royal realm watching over Budapest. To access the summit, visitors are winched up the steep, green-flanked track in the Buda Castle funicular, a piece of grand 19th century infrastructure operating since 1870. At the top, the district reveals structures like Matthias Church, crowned with intricate Gothic spires and a vibrant, geometric ceramic roof. To a casual observer walking these pristine cobblestones, the district projects a perfect, unbroken timeline of Hungarian glory. But that picturesque appearance hides a violent reality. This seemingly permanent hill is one of the most repeatedly devastated pieces of real estate in all of Europe. The majestic buildings drawing millions of tourists today are rarely ancient originals. They are a complex patchwork of 19th century Romanticism and post-World War II reconstructions. These modern facades literally sit on top of a subterranean labyrinth. Beneath the streets, the hill holds a massive network of caves containing everything from medieval stone carvings to Ottoman tombstones. Beneath the carefully restored masonry are the architectural scars of 7 centuries of competing empires. The hill's defensive origins date back to the 13th century. King Bela IV built the first royal fortress here to survive the brutal Mongol invasions. Over the next 200 years, the complex expanded, reaching a cultural golden age under King Matthias Corvinus. That era collapsed entirely in 1541 with the Ottoman conquest. During the ensuing 150-year occupation, the grand palaces were neglected and left to decay into ruins. The new rulers specifically targeted sites of cultural importance. Matthias Church was stripped of furnishings, its brilliant frescoes were whitewashed and converted into a mosque. Military defeat translated directly into architectural erasure. The Ottomans actively dismantled the visual symbols of the Hungarian state. In 1686, the Austrian Habsburgs drove the Ottomans out and reclaimed the hill. To physically assert their dominance over the territory, they leveled the remaining medieval ruins and constructed a massive Baroque grand palace in the image of Austria. A century later, the political tide turned again. A fierce surge in Hungarian national pride drove 19th century architects like Frigyes Schulich to reclaim the hill's identity. Schulich spearheaded a massive neo-Gothic restoration of Matthias Church. By adding towering spires and vibrant Csolnay ceramic tiles, he transformed a damaged structure into an idealized symbol of Hungarian heritage. He also designed the Fisherman's Bastion right next door. Despite the fortress-like appearance, it has zero military function. It is a ceremonial viewing terrace. This map illustrates the core symbolism designed into the bastion. The structure features exactly 7 towers, each representing one of the 7 founding Magyar tribes who settled the region in the year 895. This 19th century building boom served a specific purpose. By erecting these monuments, Hungarians etched their resurrected national myths directly into the city's skyline. That skyline was nearly erased again during the siege of Budapest in World War II. Crossfire and bombings reduced the newly completed Habsburg Palace and the surrounding historic streets to burning rubble. During the subsequent communist era, the government prioritized speed and ideology. They rebuilt the palace but stripped away the ornate detailing in favor of a simplified, austere Baroque style. Today, the city is actively reversing those mid-century compromises. The National Houseman program is authentically rebuilding 19th century structures lost to the war, like the Royal Guardhouse. Using modern engineering, architects match original historical plans, down to specific materials and decorative stonework. The ongoing construction across the hill is a continuous, active effort to reclaim history threatened by total erasure time and time again. The Castle District serves as a physical record of these transitions, a repetitive timeline of devastation followed by deliberate resurrection. The eclectic mixture of medieval foundations, the grand Baroque walls, and neo-Gothic spires is visual evidence of the hill's survival through vastly different imperial eras. When visitors walk these cobblestones, they are stepping on literal layers of defiant survival. Illuminated against the night sky, the hill remains, an assembly of stone and history that has outlasted every empire that attempted to level it.